We're going to move on to this last story, which I want to talk about quickly because I don't want these episodes to be too long. And so our friend from a couple episodes back is continuing his conspiracy theory about XXXtentacion, who I'm going to call X from here on out because I always mispronounce his name. But we talked about this before. He thought that Balberith, he thought Balberith killed X. And so he's popped back up. I'm going to read this real quick. So, initially, this is what he says. Initially, I believed X was killed by the Grand Pontiff of Hell, Balberith. Berith appears wearing red. X's killers were alleged to have been wearing red masks. On a horse, the killing was a drive-by. Berith is the most powerful Monday evening and night. X was killed on Monday afternoon. And during the month of June, and according to Christian lore, Berith is associated with murder and blasphemy. He also organizes pacts with Satan. Considering all this, and knowing X was open about his involvement in the occult and demonology, it was assumed he invoked Berith in order to gain success and fame, only to have Berith claim his soul early. Now, here's the thing. We've already arrested one of the guys associated with it. So, it's, I think the idea of this being like a paranormal guy floating around, but he has more. However, this is, again, don't consider this as me. This is this guy posting. And this is where it goes way overboard. However, I evoked Berith, night of June 19th, in a full ritual using his sigil, candles, incense, and a black mare, and asked him if he did in fact kill X. He said no, but did concur X was killed for being into the occult and for being stupid with it. Spirit snatched his soul because he was nagging them too much. Legit occultists know you never get spirits to do your proverbial laundry because they will demand you worship them and fuck with you if you don't. And this is where he should call the cops because now he has evidence. Berith also showed me an image of the guys who gunned X down. Now, this is the description. I don't know. This might be a little off base. Dark black dudes, tall and skinny, saggy pants. One of them had grills, I think, and they were holding huge guns in front of their black car. He also showed me whom I believe to be another shitty rapper from Florida, Kodak Black, with the Killers. But X and Kodak were friends. No idea how he's linked to any of this. So you called on a demon to get a description of some guys who killed a rapper, and the description was tall, dark black dudes with guns. I mean, he's a demon. Couldn't he have given you their email addresses? Couldn't he have, Skyped them into the seance? This is ridiculous. And what I predicted is coming true in a point. Last time I said we're going to watch this conspiracy grow and it's just going to keep going. You know how I keep referencing that image that has all the conspiracy theories on it? This is popping up on that now. People are trying to get X's murder linked to demons on that big list. And then the list is fairly legitimate as is. But now you have this guy, he's come back, and his best evidence is, oh, you know what I did? I talked to the demon himself. The Dark Overlord, the person who torments souls forever. I asked him if he did it, and he said no. Case closed. I mean, this is ridiculous. I can understand wanting to live in a fantasy world. We all want to live in a fantasy world in some degree. But I can also picture this 16-year-old kid wearing his mom's, big black trench coat. Why would the mom have a trench coat? Basically, he's dressed, I just imagine him in clothes that are way too big for his skinny little body, with a candle, a mirror, and something scribbled with lipstick on his hand as he's evoking the spirit. And then he just imagines stuff. I do not think that the Grand Architect of Hell, or the Grand Pontiff of Hell, is coming to this kid so he can post on 4chan, of all places, that black dudes shot a rapper in Florida. This is ridiculous. However, I will give him credit. He's not asking for money right now, which is a lot different than a lot of the conspiracies we do cover. But this is ridiculous. I do not think that anything that this guy is saying is legit, but it will grow into a real conspiracy. That is weird. that shows what's wrong with the conspiracy theory community. This is going to be just as legitimized as today it was just revealed that the NSA has concrete high-rises in cities where they funnel all their information to process. That is a legitimate conspiracy. That is a legitimate issue that's going on. And right next to it, it's going to be X was killed by Ball Barrett. Ridiculous. That was a clip from our daily podcast, Dead Rabbit Radio. Dead Rabbit Radio is available on YouTube or anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime news. If you want to hear the full episode that this clip came from, check the link below. Please like and subscribe. And hit that little bell, too. That does some magical stuff. Thanks, guys.